it's Doug here, Doug Mystic Guy on Board Game Geek, getting ready to bring you our next episode 4, turn 4 of our The Witcher adventure game in our Learn to Play session. I want to emphasize that because, guys, as I said in the first video, I don't think I stated in the second and third video, that this is a learning session for me. I played the online version of it, the digital version, but it is not. Obviously, that's managing a lot of things for you. So this, even though I think the mechanics are fairly straightforward, there's a lot going on. So I do apologize if I make an occasional mistake. Please let me know about them. But that said, let's get moving on. We are going to get started, and I don't know that I have any specific corrections, except that I knocked my token off the board for Geralt's experience. I'll fix that. And let's continue on. So, first up, we're going to have our Witcher, Geralt. So he's doing pretty good. He's got a couple of clues going. He's getting prepped up there. He's got both of his actions, though. He's going to lose one of them this turn because he was delayed. So let's go to the board and see what he's going to do. Now, again, just refreshing you on his mission. He's trying to get this Wolf Wrangler mission. We did do the side quest already. We have not done the other two. Even though he does have 3 gold, he could... That's the support one, so that's not going to help him right now, unless he and Triss end up in the same location and Triss decides to help him out. But what we're trying to do is gather a magic proof of magic and proof of combat, which you can see is going to require him 3 combat leads and 5 magic leads. And that will allow him to trigger his main quest when he gets to Vangerberg to hunt down the Wolf Wrangler. So that is our mission and our goal. Let's go to the board. Okay, so here's Geralt. So for his first action, he's going to stand up. Poor fella. That was a waste of his time, wasn't it? And then we're going to get on the move. Now, you know, last time he got burned because he didn't have a purple lead, diplomacy lead, but that's not going to stop him. He's like, I still don't need those. That's not good enough for me. He's going to go back to Ardcarrig here, sliding right over to there. See if you make sure you can see it on the camera. You can, right? Yeah, so he moved over to here, and that is going to be... There you go. So now you can see him better. Moved over there, where he will collect another combat lead. So that's going to give him one more red combat lead, and that's what those look like. And that's going to end his turn. So now he's got 2. He needs one more to get a combat proof of combat. Now we're going to go to his encounter. So it's a very quick turn for Geralt. Let's hope he's okay. So looking at the encounters in that space, we see it's got the triangle. I'm not going to go up there, but there is a new monster on the board, so let's go see what that looks like. Okay, so we're going to take the new monster that's encountering this region, and we're going to see what it is. It is a bear. That's pretty rough. Okay, it needs 3 combat, does 2 defense. Hopefully we get some successes. So let's go take a look at this, because this could be very helpful to him. Okay, so here's our bear. Now we're going to get 3 dice for Geralt. His 3 special combat dice, and then the 3 white dice. Again, some people think he's overpowered because of that, but really he's not when you compare it to what the other characters can do with their dice and things. It's well balanced. Again, this was designed by Ignacy Swerchek from, I think I'm saying his name right, from Portal Games, who's one of my all-time favorite designers, Robinson Crusoe, lots of other great games that he has done. Oh, Imperial Settler is another great one. So anyway, there's lots of good games coming out of there, and he's a good designer, so I have faith in his design, and I don't think that Geralt is overpowered. Anyway, that being said, let's move on to what we're going to do here. Now, he does have his Potion of Zul's Vigor. He can spend the 1 token he's got on there to reroll dice. He still has a token, so let's roll. He's also got his Witcher... His sign is Igni sign. If he rolls a Witcher symbol, he can add 2 combat. So let's see what he gets. He may not need it, and I don't, well. We are going to need, we need 2 defense. So right now he's got 1 defense. But look, he's got this. Boom. He's got his combat managed in these 3 dice right here. Boom. And we're going to re-roll. I think we're going to spend that token to re-roll these because we need to try and get another shield. So let's see if we can manage that. So we're going to roll. We got part of his roll done. We killed the beast. Now we need a we did. We got our defense. So we got, that's worth 2 swords if you can see it clearly enough. I'll put a little closer for you. So that's 2 combat. So that's 3 combat right there and 2 shields. So we've completely succeeded against this bear. His success, he gets to remove 1 injury, which is great because he does have one, from his hero sheet. And if he failed, he would have suffered 1. But he succeeded at both. So this monster is discarded, and we're going to get to remove a wound from his character sheet. He did have a wound on his brew potion space. There it is. It is now gone. That is awesome and helpful to him, so we're going to continue on. That is the end of Geralt's turn. Now we're going to move on to Triss Marigold. Triss is here in Wazima, and we're going to try and get her to a place where she can get either a blue or a... let's just back up so I can show you where she's going to go. Excuse me, a blue or a red lead token, so she needs magic. I believe she's going to move... See, if she goes through Brokilin, she's not going to gain anything there, but she can go back up to Oxenford and get a blue token. So boom, we're going to do that, and that's going to give her her third blue token. Now we have a choice to make, I believe. Let's take a look at her quest real quick after I get this blue token for her. There it is. Now let's she's got 3, so let's take a look at her quest and see something here. Now you can see she can fulfill this side quest which is investigate who holds the magic lamp and spend 2 purple. It says 3 here, but that's a typo. The side quest is not... Oh, it's the 3 blue. Oh, I'm sorry. 3 blue ones. The first one. Attempt to bind the genie. Spend 3 blue. So we can do that for 4 victory points, but that would put her back, set her back where she would then need 3 more to get her magic, proof of magic. But I think it's worth it, because Geralt and her have the exact same value in their first total points for their first quest. Right here, see 12 points. Geralt's is 12 as well. And she does definitely want to get this genie captured. So she's going to turn these 3 in. Boom. And that is going to give her 4 victory points for the first part of her side quest mission to bind the genie. She has successfully bound the genie, and so she's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4. Now she's matched with Geralt so far on those tokens, and I'm going to take one of these and just mark that that part of her quest was done. By the way, turning those in for the completing the quest does not count as an action. Those are called operations. They can be done at any time during your turn. Her action was to move to Oxenford, and her second action might actually be to move. Well, she might prepare, and that would allow her to then place a token on one of her spells. She's got tokens on both of her spells. Maybe she'll just hold off and continue to try and collect. Her next side quest would need 2 purple. That's easy for her to get. I think what she's going to do again is she's going to travel back down to Wazima, go there and grab a purple, which is a diplomacy lead. And I haven't actually drawn one of those out yet, so this will be our first. So she's going to draw one of those, and that will mark the end of her turn. Did I get her in camera there when I moved her? Let's see. Yeah, wait, it did. Okay, good. So you can see what she's done there. She still has a nasty injury on her prepare, actually, which I could have removed, but we didn't do that. So that is going to end her turn. Now we're going to look at the symbol here, and we see that there is... Oh, yeah, she's still still contending with the Phantom. So we know we don't want to. We're going to take a... I thought this was a grievous wound, but it says suffer 1. But the closer I look at that, guys, let me see if I can get it close enough for you to see. That is just a foul fate token. So, just to give you an example, because someone else mentioned this to me too, that was a grievous wound, but it's not. I looked. If it was a grievous wound, it would look like this. That's the symbol that we're seeing on this card. So, basically, it's not as bad as I thought. She's going to actually decide to defeat that, because a foul fate token just requires her to draw a card, and sometimes that might even help her out if she succeeds at whatever it is. So we're going to go to the dice bowl, and we're going to try and take out this Phantom once and for all. So we do need to place a foul fate on one of her actions. I think we'll place it on the develop, because she might not do that right away. She's got 2 pretty good spells. What we really need her to do is get the wound, the grievous wound, off the prepare action. So let's go now to the dice bowl and attack the Phantom. Now Triss gets those 3 dice and her blue dice, which has more symbols on it to defeat this Phantom. So the requirement to defeat this Phantom is this symbol here. We just need one of them, and that's it. No defense or anything. And I have not been able to roll that. That's kind of sad, because they're almost always on her blue dice. I don't know why I'm rolling the other dice with it. It's really irrelevant. But if she does defeat it, she does get a victory point. Which, hey, finally, she gets the symbol. So she uses her magic to defeat the Phantom. The Phantom has been destroyed, and that will give her a victory point, which I'm marking down on the board up top now. She's at 5, and we'll continue on from there. Well, that marks the end of turn 4, so thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Things are heating up. We're seeing the victory point track move pretty rapidly. So it's getting kind of exciting. I can't wait to see what happens next. I think Triss is going to go for another diplomacy lead to close out the second of her side quests, while Geralt is 2 away from closing out his second side quest, and 1 away from getting the next a major part of his quest done, which would be to get proof of combat. So I think we're going to try and do that with him next turn, but that'll be next turn. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you then. By the way, just if you didn't notice, I have crossed the 1,000 threshold mark on my my subscribers. I'm going to run a contest. I'm just trying to organize it right now. I'm going to give something away to 1 or more of my subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, please do so that you can be eligible for that. And anybody that's subscribed will be eligible. I'm not going to count those before 1,000 or whatever. But and again, I may, if you're from out of the country, I may ask you for shipping if you win. But that's because, guys, I do this on my own, so anything I give away is out of my own pocket, etc. So, you know, I just want to be sure to say if it is from another country, I may ask you to pay the shipping at cost. I won't mark that up at all, but that's forthcoming. So talk to you soon and have a great day.